Hi, Taehyung lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. And this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds. Because what you're about to see is not just a comeback, not just a K-pop suspicion. Taehyung's interaction with Jungkook looked simple, but became the hottest speculation. Was it just coincidence? Or is there something they've never shown to the public? On top of that, Taehyung's most honest confession about ARMY made the entire world fall silent, and one single word reply that is still considered. By the end of this video, you might start questioning the same thing millions of others are asking. Why does this moment feel too real to be called entertainment? Write your opinion in the comments, because your theories might be even crazier than the facts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And most importantly, help this video go viral, so the world continues to see the most sincere side of Kim Taehyung. Because maybe this isn't just about them. It's about all of us who feel it. March 2026 felt unreal. Not because love. The peak of that emotional chaos came when ARMY began singing together exactly as all BTS members entered the room. Their an estimated price ranging from $1,000 to $3,600 USD for just one piece. But if we stop at the numbers, we miss the essence. Because what made that look powerful wasn't the price, but the way he wore it. As if every fold of fabric, every small detail, carried an unspoken narrative that anyone could feel. When they finally sat down on stage with Fallon, the atmosphere shifted into something warmer, more intimate. Nostalgia, longing, and a bond that had gone through so many phases. One of the most powerful moments came in the simplest form, when Jungkook sat close to Taehyung. Then he answered simply, "I miss Jungkook teasing me." The room burst into laughter, especially when Fallon briefly misunderstood it, creating a spontaneous comedic moment that made Jungkook laugh freely. But behind that laughter, the public felt something deeper, honesty, a longing not made for cameras, but born from real experience. And at that point, the entire room seemed to pause. The sentence didn't just sound, it sank in. It crossed language barriers, screens, and reached the hearts of millions worldwide. Cheers filled the studio. But something stronger than sound emerged, an emotional resonance that's hard to explain. And when ARMY called his name, hoping for a response, Taehyung answered with just one word: love. A simple word, yet incredibly powerful. Because in that one moment, the relationship between artists and fans no longer felt professional. It became something far more personal, real, and deep. On the other hand, BTS also showed their most human side through light stories that felt incredibly honest. When the topic shifted to who was the messiest, Jungkook's name came up immediately, sparking his playful protest. Stories about suitcases never unpacked, and the biggest room staying messy for 2 months may sound trivial, but that's exactly where the strength lies. Because behind all their global achievements, behind massive stages and worldwide attention, there remain ordinary people with small habits that make them feel closer, more real, and more relatable. The next segment brought a different energy as they introduced their new song, 2.0. This wasn't just a release. It was a symbol of a new phase in their journey. After deep solo explorations, BTS returned not as their old selves, but as evolved versions of who they are. Taehyung explained that the song reflects who they are now, more honest, braver, and more open to change. Meanwhile, Jungkook emphasized the importance of honesty in music, so every work they create can truly resonate with anyone, anywhere. And that's their strength, not just a melody, but in their ability to make people feel less alone. When the conversation shifted to the Arirang tour, excitement immediately rose. Taehyung described every element of the tour as a secret weapon, a statement that sounded like both a promise and a warning. Meanwhile, Jungkook enthusiastically mentioned MetLife Stadium as one of the stages he looks forward to most, a place where dreams aren't just shown, but realized on an extraordinary scale. But in the end, everything comes back to one undeniable conclusion. March 2026 isn't just about performance, not just about music, and not even just about BTS themselves. It's about connection, about how 7 men from South Korea made the world feel seen, heard, and loved in such a real way. And in the middle of it all, one name keeps echoing louder than the rest: Kim Taehyung. He's not just an idol, not just a performer, but a symbol of something deeper, something that can't be measured by numbers or explained by statistics. And now, the question is no longer what happened that night. The question is, why does this moment feel so real that it's impossible to forget? Is this just entertainment? Or is the world witnessing something far greater than we dare to admit? And at this point, you start to realize this isn't just a story. This isn't just a viral moment. March 2026 truly proved one thing, that when BTS moves, the world doesn't just watch, the world feels. And in the middle of it all, one name continues to echo endlessly: Kim Taehyung. Thank you for staying until the end, because not everyone is strong enough to finish a story this intense. If you feel the same, don't stay silent. Write in the comments. In your opinion, is this still entertainment, or has it become emotional history that can't be repeated? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. If you like it, stay. If not, feel free to skip, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone. But one thing, help this video go viral, so the world continues to see the most sincere side of Kim Taehyung. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of something bigger. Stay tuned for the next updates, only on Taehyung Lovers. Thank you, and see you again. Stay safe, and get ready, because the story is far from over.